Instagram, TikTok, YouTube are programmed to pick up on those things because it's in their best interest to make sure that their platforms aren't being jacked with.
Right.
You know, because they want to have authentic interaction with the audiences. That's how they're sustaining their business model. I said, so whenever you have somebody that's going to come in and hack, you know, and that's where I first go. I always look at the comment. Oh, they got a couple of comments, and it's always, I'm like, okay, that's AI, that's a bot. You could just tell.
This is the Mostly Middle Tennessee Business Podcast, a podcast about Middle Tennessee business owners and professionals. Mostly.
You're not wrong, buddy. I mean, it's those inopportune times for when your body wants to start speaking. What the crap?
It's crazy.
No, like literally, what the crap?
I was with someone the other day and we were like, it was just, I think it was like my dentist.
Yeah.
Or one of the girls in the dentist, and her stomach went, and she was like, I'm sorry, I'm just hungry. I'm like, look,
it's hunger.
Yeah, I said, look, I'm the king of like weird stomach noises. Like whenever it's quiet, my stomach starts making noise. It's weird. Well,
here you go. This is the Mostly Middle Tennessee Business Podcast, where we talk to Middle Tennessee business owners, entrepreneurs, and all those fun people. And we're going to say from the Muletown Bikes Studios. Check those guys out at muletownbikes.com. If you're into e-bikes or bikes in general, they're a great place to check out. They're right on the square in Columbia, Tennessee. Vinny Tavares was a guest of ours not too long ago, so check him out right there in Columbia. So, and as well, we're powered by Christian Brothers Automotive of Spring Hill, and Jason Miller over there. You know those guys?
I don't, but I know Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny's cool, man.
Yeah,
he's got like the Aventon e-bikes, which are great. Yeah. Just a great e-bike, man.
Have you ridden? Dude, e-bikes are so cool.
They are.
I love them.
I think they're going to have to, I believe he's starting to put some sort of a curriculum together for e-bike riders, especially kids, because they're going to have to start learning the rules of the road a little bit, but it's a good alternative method of transportation.
Yeah.
And it's like, instead of me, like at my age, I don't want to pedal too hard.
Right. Or at all.
Right. I don't mind pedaling. I like the exercise, but instead of going 4 and 5 miles, I'd rather go 9 and 10 a day, you know?
Right.
And it just makes it more palatable. It makes it more enjoyable.
You know what it does? I tell people when you jump on an e-bike, you feel like you're 14 on a bike again.
It's like a motorcycle.
You're just pedaling. You could pedal all day and your bike's moving.
Yeah. Did you buy one?
Yeah. In fact, I've started doing neighborhood tours on my YouTube channel on the e-bike.
Because you're a motorcycle guy as well.
Yes. And the motorcycle was kind of hard for me to manage in neighborhoods a little bit. Like you're turning around in a cul-de-sac.
Right.
It's 99 degrees out. And I'm like, wow, they have these really cool e-bikes. And I can get on one and it's more quiet and I can turn and maneuver through the neighborhood better.
Yeah. So those of you who are listening, this is Matt Bogosian.
Hey.
You're a return guest. Yeah, I believe you were the first one on the first iteration of this podcast when it was called What's Your Problem?
Yeah.
Last time we were on a podcast, I was bald and it was in another building.
That's right. And you had a high-pitched voice at that time.
Yeah, very high-pitched voice.
Yeah, weird.
Talk like this. But a lot has happened since then. I mean, you were very intriguing because you and I met initially. We went to lunch together and you kind of picked my brain about social media and marketing, things like that. You were just getting into real estate, right?
Yep.
And then, dude, my goodness. It's been since the last time we've been on a podcast together. It's probably been about 6 years.
Yeah.
You're freaking everywhere. You're like Mr. Thompson Station, Spring Hill, Franklin, giving news updates. Like I'm starting to take your stuff and use it in this podcast, almost as a correspondent. Hey, Matt Bogosian is talking about the new development that's happening down by the Titan Stadium area.
Yeah,
that whole area. Like you did a whole report on it, practically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
good for you, man.
It's
that's
awesome.
Great.
I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun.
Yeah,
and that's something I was thinking about. I wanted to tell you, like if I'm doing something as far as social media or video and I'm starting to get like a little bored with it, I'm not afraid to change directions.
Right.
Find something fun. And right now I'm having fun with the news thing. Oh my gosh.
But that's it doesn't always have to be about real estate.
Right.
And what houses are for sale and stuff like that. It's interesting news. And I think a lot of people who are in the market And I would imagine you probably get a ton of leads off that.
It's been doing pretty good. Yeah. Like some of them are like, hey, I've got a triplex up in Nashville and this and that. It's a little bit out of my lane. So I've got to kind of narrow things down, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm having fun doing it, like leads or not. I'm learning. It's cool.
Right. But I mean, that's a lot of what, like somebody getting into the real estate business, you just circumvented the having to do the cold calls.
Right.
You know, you just built yourself a personal brand.
Yeah. It's so much easier.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Attraction-based marketing.
You were on Nick Woodard's podcast recently, a client of ours, a 615 podcast. He kind of does the same thing, and he, you know, puts a flag in the ground and draws a line in the sand. It's like, this is who I am. He's kind of like, he's a good old boy. He's a Tennessee, Nashville, relatively a native.
Yep.
But he's been here a long time. Pretty much grew up here.
Approachable.
Totally approachable. Fires guns out in the backwoods.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
You know, it helps too with other agents because now I know Nick.
Yeah.
I mean, I just see him more and more. I see what it's like. If I see he has a listing and my clients like it and we want to go see it, it's like, hey, this is a good agent. Right. It just helps. It helps with that. So,
are you both benchmark?
Actually, I am now.
Are you? Really?
Yeah.
That just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had Phil on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he was on Nick's podcast, and we did an episode, just he and Nick, and then the three of us did one regarding the Charlie Kirk news and stuff like that. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I ran into Nick in the gym, and he mentioned he did one with Phil, so I need to listen to that.
Yeah. Well, eventually you need to be doing your own You're kind of doing your own podcast. I mean, you know, it's self-produced and everything like that. I mean, do you need to do something like this? I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt.
Right.
But, you know, I don't know. Why not?
I mean, this is a cool platform because you can talk a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And like
long form.
Yeah. When it's just video, especially like reels, I've got like 60 seconds.
Right.
I can't say everything I want to say.
Now, for a while there, you were just doing like everything that Gary Vee ever talked about. It's like, you're going to have to put time in. You got to be okay with not getting any feedback. You know, you might get haters. You might get a couple of tens of views. You know, it's going to take some time to get to that hockey stick moment. Mm-hmm. And you've definitely got there because I've been watching. And I'm like, well, you know, I like what he's doing, but man, I wish his numbers were better. Then one day, dude, I opened up, I looked at your stuff and you were getting thousands, tens of thousands of views.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Yeah. It's, you know, it can be hit or miss depending on the subject matter. I mean, if I make a video about Thompson Station,
right.
There's not a huge audience for that, but I do that for a reason because people that are looking to move to Thompson Station are the ones I want to call me.
Right.
So it's so easy to stand out as Thompson Station because no one else is making much content about it.
Right.
But the Instagram was huge. That type of content appeals to a wider audience. Mm-hmm. And another thing with that is when people go to my Instagram, they click my profile, they click my link, then it's got my YouTube channel. Hey, learn more about living in Middle Tennessee here. So it all kind of connects. And I think that helps. How
long does it take you to do a video? Because they do look fairly involved. A lot of green screen.
Oh, yeah. Right? I did one this morning. I can probably shoot. Let me see. I've got to plan it. So probably the hardest thing is finding the subject matter, finding something that I feel like would be interesting.
Yeah.
Once I have that, put together a quick script, I'll usually write the script myself. Mm-hmm. I'll just talk to my phone and then I'll run it through ChatGPT and have it like clean it up and give me ideas. And then I'll take that and I'll have my script, put my phone up on a tripod, shoot it, and then I've got the editing part down. Like,
you're still doing all your own editing?
Yes.
Really?
I know. Most seasoned professionals cringe when they hear that.
Well, you got to, it's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, until you can cost justify an editor, even maybe on a part-time basis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are the channels monetized? I assume they were.
Yeah. The YouTube channel's monetized.
Right.
I think I'm only making like $100 a month off of that, though.
That's something.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's your marketing.
Right.
For your real estate business. I mean, that's all tax deductible.
Yeah.
And then you have, just the trial and error it takes to get, that's the thing I'm really bad at, is like my YouTube is god awful. I just don't put any time into it. I don't put any effort into it. I got so many different plates that I'm spinning right now. I just need somebody to go look at it and just do it,
Right.
Do whatever needs to be done. Did you actually have a realtor channel and then separate it, or is it all under, is your channel all about you being a realtor or just Matt Bogosian personal brand?
It's just all about it. It's just one channel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do a lot of just personal videos on there, if any, but I incorporate my personality with things like the e-bike. I might say, hey, my buddy's got a property that's 500 acres and we can shoot guns and ride side by side. So let's go check it out.
Right.
And of course, when I do like home tours, I think what sets me apart a lot is I'll be in the home tour and I'm just like walking and I'm like, yeah, this looks great. This is awesome. Then I'll go, wait, what were they thinking putting that right there? And I'll start just being honest about what I'm thinking.
Right.
And then I'm just like, I'm going to let that rip. And I just,
it's refreshing.
Yep.
Because a girl in Tampa does that.
Yeah.
Tampa Bree, I think her name is.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's hilarious.
Oh my God. She's crazy. I don't do it that much.
She's fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. There was one the other day I did, and I was in the master bathroom and there was a giant window it wasn't like fogged up or anything. No window covering, just right there. And I just walked in and I'm talking. And I'm like, yeah, I guess like if you like to show yourself off to people, they can look. I mean, I went through this whole thing about it. I don't know why. It was what I was thinking. And I just left it. I said, I don't care.
When we were looking for property for our business, we toured a bunch of different areas. And one of the houses was here in town. We're actually right off of Neapolis area in Columbia. And they had a carpeted bathroom.
That's wild, isn't it?
It is. Because I remember that from like the 70s.
Yeah.
Some people just I'm like, who thought this was a good idea?
It's horrible. Imagine your kids like peeing on the carpet. Missing.
Right. I want more. I want the poop particles in the air to be caught into the fabric of the rug. Absolutely. It makes total sense. I understand, getting out of the shower and having a nice plush rug to get it. But I'm like, gosh.
It's such a weird, I can't believe that was like in. Like
I know.
Yeah.
And it was like the bathroom itself, I think, was the size of our first house. It was like 1,200 square feet. It was massive.
Oh, wow.
Like like almost, you could imagine them having like Coke parties.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s.
I just looked at a house right before this. It was a nice house right here in Spring Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And it just had this little like half bathroom upstairs. And it had the toilet facing the sink, and they were really close. Like if you were sitting on the toilet, you might be able to brush your teeth. And I mean, they just didn't, I get it. They didn't have the space and this is what they did, but I was cracking up. I'm like, that's a little weird.
This is a little weird.
Hi, I'm Jason Miller. I'm the owner of Christian Brothers Automotive here in Spring Hill, Tennessee. We fix cars here, both European and domestic, from simple oil changes to complete engine rebuilds and replacements. Most important thing, though, is while you're waiting, we've got the best snack game in town, and we invite you to make yourself at home and get to know us, and we treat you like family. We're located right across the street from Walmart on Highway 31 right here in Spring Hill. Let us know that you heard about us on this ad, and we'll give you 10% off your next oil change. So stop on in and see us in downtown Spring Hill. Do we even have a downtown in Spring Hill?
So, I mean, a lot of people, because I see a lot of like walkthrough videos, especially in the luxury home space. It seems the trend to be where someone flies a drone through, and it's typically, good looking females.
Yes.
That are, dressed up to the nines, all the lip filler, all that stuff. Faces don't move. And they're walking through homes and just, they're not really showing it off. They're just making like cameo appearances in the video.
Yeah. I mean,
they're not even gesturing. They're just walking.
And look, I'll admit, I think they look good. Like the videos look good. The girls look good. Everything looks good. The problem I have with that, it doesn't give them a chance to speak and show their personality at all.
Right.
It's just kind of like very high level. Like it doesn't, I don't know, for marketing for myself, I need to be able to talk and let people get to know me.
Yeah. That's how it happens.
Yeah. I mean, if you're afraid to let people get to know you and you don't want to speak, maybe that's a good way. But I mean, geez, they got to meet me eventually, right?
Well, yeah, and it's the value, it's the presentation, it's showing them the area, because a lot of people still moving here in droves from California and those states. Has it died off?
It's died off a little bit, but they're still moving here for sure. Just a little bit slower. It might take some like crazy like tax or something out there might, trigger it again.
They really just, that helps them, because all of a sudden they're in the mindset of moving wherever it may be.
Right.
And as long as you're coming up, hopefully that gets you some leads in terms of, hey, we want you to be our realtor.
Yeah, that's been huge.
Has it?
Yeah,
nice.
Huge. Almost to the point like, I'll be in traffic like going into Nashville and I'm like, oh gosh, was I part of this problem? And I'm like, I know I wasn't. They were looking. I just happened to be.
I'm just helping them.
Yeah. They were going to move here anyways. But yeah, so many people over the years. It's been huge.
What are typically like, what are some of the first questions they're asking? And are they naive? And do you kind of get, if they are, or do you get kind of sick of the naivete?
So first of all, a lot of the times from YouTube, the leads come in so warm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Matt, my name is so-and-so. We found you on YouTube. We wanted to see if we could jump on a call next week. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then, or they might not even say YouTube. They just want to jump on a call. Then I get on a call and they're like, believe it or not, we found you on YouTube. Yeah. And I'm kind of like, I kind of knew that, and then they're just like, yeah, we love you. We think you're so funny. We're going to be coming in November and we want to buy a house in Franklin.
Yeah.
And can you show us around?
Right.
I'm like, yeah. And it's like that easy. They come in and I start showing them houses. We connect right away because they've already met me.
Yeah.
And then as far as like questions, I don't know, they're not too off the wall.
No.
Like sometimes they'll ask like, why doesn't this house have a fence? And I'm like, I don't know. Not every house has a fence. That's not like a requirement.
Oh, in Vegas, every house had a brick wall.
Yeah. That is weird, isn't it?
That's just how it was. It was like our house was built and it looked like we had a prison backyard for the first year we lived there.
Doesn't Arizona kind of have that, like the block walls in between? Yeah. So they like sometimes question about fences, like it's supposed to have a fence. Like we can't get this one. It doesn't have a fence. And I'm like, what?
That one's off the list.
Well, you know what? I think that in California with the HOAs and everything, maybe they're worried they wouldn't be able to put a fence in here because maybe in California that happens.
True.
But here, maybe the neighborhood might restrict you to a type of fence like aluminum or whatever. But besides that, most neighborhoods let you put a fence in.
Well, what do you see as far as the market doing and is going to do in the next couple of months towards the end of the year?
It's just stagnant right now.
Is it?
It's just stagnant. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I looked in Nashville at numbers maybe a week or two ago, and like, I don't know, it's like going sideways. There was like a 1% increase in value, but days on market was way up. Inventory is way up. So like, it's kind of teetering sideways. I don't think it's going to just crash.
Yeah.
I think we're just kind of...
we're insulated, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's other markets that might have a significant correction, but I think we have enough interest and demand to balance out the supply.
Yeah.
But I'm not in that business. I mean, literally today we were at our property with our banker, and he mentioned that he says, actually, your property for what you want to price it, because we're going to be probably north of 2.
Mm-hmm.
He says, you're going to have a lot of interest. He says, those price points are getting a ton of attention.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going, really? That's it. He says, anything that's like $1 million or $1.5 million, it's like they're sitting on the market for like 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
He says, these, for whatever reason, like they're building Firefly out there. Right?
Oh, yeah.
All those are going to be $2 million plus houses.
Yeah.
And apparently they've got like 70 already secured.
Yeah, they sold 80% of phase 1.
Is it 80% of phase?
Yeah,
really?
so like 100 lots, 80 are sold.
Right.
Those are expensive lots too.
Yeah.
$500,000 and up.
Have you been out there and looked at what they're doing?
No, I haven't. I've been meaning to. Sometimes so I haven't had anyone call me about buying anything there. And maybe, I don't know, I get a little like mad. I'm like, I don't want to go see that place until someone calls me.
Well, how does that work? I mean, if you go out there, and you do like a tour. I mean, I don't know how much access you can get. They're building the golf course at this point.
Right.
You've gone to other neighborhoods and tried to, create interest in other neighborhoods. Is that a pre-agreement you got to have or anything? Or can you just go to neighborhoods and make videos?
On somewhere like that, I would probably try to talk to somebody over there. Right. It's the same group that did the Grove.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're usually kind of private and they kind of try to keep it on the inside.
Right.
So unless you're someone that's like has clients that call you and say, we want to buy in Firefly. This is our budget. You're our guy. Mm-hmm. Let's go check it out. A lot of people are just going to go direct to the sales agents there.
Oh, okay.
Yep. At that golf course. Cause they kind of make it so hard. You have to go through them for everything.
Right.
There's not like individual agents to get a tour, to know what's available, to know pricing, how it's all going to work. You got to just go all through them.
That's like the preferred job for a realtor, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're just waiting for people to knock on your door.
But I don't know what they get paid though. It's probably not.
Imagine, probably 2 or 3%.
Yeah, I wonder if they do. Maybe I'll go down there.
I have no idea.
Matt's the new agent down there.
I mean, but you can kind of be an agent, if you start being, bringing them a ton of business. I'm like, hey, let's strike up an agreement.
Right.
I'm sure I'm creating attraction and attention for you.
Yeah. I do that with some neighborhoods for some of the bigger builders, and I'm thinking, I'll just hire me.
Yeah.
Just let me handle it all.
What's going on with June Lake? Any updates on that?
They had the second neighborhood section approved that's across the street. That's going to be a while. They still have some homes they're trying to sell. Yeah. I don't think they're flying off the shelves there right now.
They're not. We got these right out here.
Yeah.
The ones that are right next to our house here on the hill in Spring Station.
Yeah. Those are those nice,
yeah,
they're nice. I'm not crazy about like the lots and all that, but I don't know. I'm not crazy about a lot of the lots at new house.
Well, I mean, it's like, do you like land and do you like maintaining the land? I'm at the point in my life where like something like a tall and skinny, I guess, or a long and skinny, it's something, it's kind of appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's within walking distance, it's kind of nice.
Once you have property, I mean, I had 9 acres. I was telling you and Nick, we had 9 acres. It was cool at first. I was out there mowing. This is cool. I'm a land guy.
Pain in the ass.
It became a major pain in the ass. Sweating my ass off on that mower, losing my hearing. I had like the, headphones on. It would be like, man, I have to show a house this afternoon, but I got to get this place mowed.
It's like, I don't want to hire somebody to do it.
Yeah. Oh, it's so expensive to have somebody do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you can kind of get an agricultural tax credit if you do baling hay.
Yeah, I think you have to. Well, you're not talking about the green belt. Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea. Because like with our property, we've got 10 acres with a creek running through it. And we're thinking that anybody from California, that's going to be so appealing for them.
Yeah.
Because you got room, you got elbow room, you got, it's off the main highway there, 431, but we're building a 5,000 square foot house, single level. It's massive. We got a barn in back that's already built. We got another shed that's on the property. You got the creek running through it.
Is that on Flat Creek, did you say?
Yes.
I told you before, like such a beautiful road.
Yeah.
Oh, such a beautiful road to go for motorcycle rides on.
It's on the corner of Flat Creek and 431, right across from the Hustle Factory.
Yeah.
So, the idea is that if we can get a buyer for it, we'll sell it. But if we don't, we're going to move into it. So
that's the best position to be in. Like, hey, I don't have to sell this. I'd like to.
Yeah. But we're trying to, just figure out what the market's going to do. But I mean, if we can get our number for it, that's like I said, we don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to hear that that price point is a very hot price point. It's very odd.
Yeah.
So
you're going to build the whole house, drive everything. I think a lot of it, like when I go look at houses on land now, I'm like looking at the driveway setup. Is it nice? Is there plenty of room to like put a trailer or RV, whatever?
We've got a nice long driveway. It's got in the actual barn that we built with Summertown Metals. It's got a pretty much you could put an RV inside of it. It's got the high enough garage door and everything. So and it's got a loading dock.
Oh, nice.
So, but that was for our business.
I don't even need a loading dock, but I wish I had one.
They're kind of nice.
I'm like, man, I could just get stuff.
Just back your pickup.
My truck up to it.
And it's right on the same level. It's fine.
Like pallets of, I don't know, guns or something. I'm like, I gotta move these.
Landmines, grenades.
Yeah.
You start stocking up. The other aspect of this is even like the neighborhoods like West Haven, Tollgate. Are they? I mean, because Tollgate I haven't been to in a number of years. Recently, I visited. Danny Cruz.
Sounds familiar, but
local mortgage guy. I think he works out of Tollgate in there. But
is he with Thrive Lending right there?
I don't know what company he's with.
Okay.
But he had like an event for businesses on the green at Tollgate. And it was one of the first times I'd been back in probably a number of years. I'm like, oh my gosh, this place is really built up.
It's awesome.
It's like that whole master planned community is really fleshed out there.
I actually recently did probably 4 or 5 walking tour videos of Tollgate.
Really?
So what I did was I took Insta 360 camera and I held it out in front of me on like a selfie stick. So that kind of, it gets rid of the selfie stick and it just looks like it's floating in front of me. And what I did was I did it by like sections. So I said, here's the amenities. And I just walked around and showed everyone the amenities. Yeah. Then I said, let me show you the shops. I did one on the shops. Then I did one on a couple of the streets. And you know how they have the trees growing over it's real beautiful. So they're
very mature at this point.
Yeah, it is. And I had been in there, but not like where I was paying attention as much.
Yeah.
And after that series of videos, I was like, Tollgate's pretty awesome.
It is. Have you walked around Butters H Hardware?
Oh my
gosh.
H Hardware. Butters is like our favorite place. I'm actually going to try to do a video there. I mean, it's so awesome.
Yeah. I need to get him on. He actually visited our B&I, the owner. And I've been meaning to go in there and be like, hey, we got to get you on the podcast. But because, I mean, there's a charm about those types of hardware stores.
Yeah. I don't mind. Like, I don't know if their pricing's probably higher. Yeah. I don't mind. No. It's so convenient for me. I live right around the corner. I mean, it's just so easy.
Are you in that area?
Yeah, we're in Bridgemore, which is kind of off of Kreitz.
Right there. That's another area that's really built up.
Yeah.
So you jettisoned the land.
Yep.
And moved here.
Yep. Back into a neighborhood. I pay somebody to mow my yard, and I love it.
Hey, you've been there, done that. At least now you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm been in the same house now going on 20 years. And I've only got maybe a third of an acre, but it's like, I'm done with this, man. We built out a whole backyard, very nice, 50 by 30 backyard. We scalloped it out. We're on a hill. And it's easily, we could put a pool in.
Right.
Easily. And it's like, do I want to? I mean, we're already, according to Zillow, one of the highest valued houses on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to keep on doing that?
Right. Like you've done well, just leave it alone.
Yeah. I mean, the patio didn't cost as much.
Yeah.
So, but it's a nice patio.
I mean, I've got a client going back to Tollgate under contract on one of the townhomes right on Tollgate Boulevard.
Right.
And it's it almost looks like, I call it like a brownstone, like it's a 3-level brick. And it is so cool. Yeah. It is so cool. She can just walk out right there on the sidewalk. She could go over to Mojo's Tacos and sit at the bar and have a margarita or get a coffee right there. That's appealing to me.
It really is. I mean, we were in Berry Farms.
Oh, yeah.
Same kind of thing.
Yep.
Publix is right there. Bunch of options for restaurants and bars and stuff like that. It's like, man, I could probably do this.
You could be like that old guy with a newspaper tucked under your arm every morning at the coffee place.
Yeah.
With a wool hat. I'm sorry, I'm describing
Are you describing, are you forecasting?
Yeah.
You're manifesting?
Yeah. I'm working towards that.
Like a wool hat, beanie hat, you think? Or
No, like this guy had like a wool hat, like what was it? Paddington the Bear?
Oh, yeah.
Hat.
In the summer?
I'd even see him wearing it in the summer.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
Dude, you're in Tennessee. This isn't freaking Maine,
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's no different than what New York City is. I mean, you got the brownstones and stuff like that there. So it's a similar effect that they're going. It's not like a new concept.
Right. Right. Oh, speaking of New York, have you seen that guy on YouTube, Nick? And he goes to Antifa events and tries to interview people.
Oh, the reporter.
Yes. He's he's a younger guy.
He just got arrested.
Did he?
Yeah. In Portland.
Oh.
Portland PD arrested him.
Dang.
Yeah. A reporter.
He was up in New York City and I was disgusted by what I saw. I just the the people there and what they were yelling at him and how they were treating him, I was like, I don't know that
I'm not surprised. I think all this stuff's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it in my heart of hearts. And I've talked about it on the podcast before. It comes from that book over my shoulder there, Pendulum. We're at a time in history that I'm not surprised. All this is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Isn't that amazing that we get news like that now? I mean, has that been, we've got a guy like immediately out there in the trenches.
Yeah.
Showing us.
Doing a better job than CNN.
Yeah. I know. Why don't they go out to those events?
I think we know the answer to that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's almost like, the safe home tour we were talking about versus what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm going out in these neighborhoods. There's videos I'm shooting and I'm sweating, but I'm like, my goal is to show people the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I want to show them what it's really like so they know if they want to move there, what it looks like at the expense of myself. I might look a little sweaty, or maybe I'm going to say some stuff that's not perfect.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, I can show it to them. And that's kind of how I feel with this, normal major news outlets. And
maybe you need to create an alter ego that deters people from moving here.
Interesting.
As a realtor, but you're showing them inadvertently all the negative things about it. You're sweating. It's, guys, really excited to show you this neighborhood today, but man, it's like 120 degrees out. I'm with 150% humidity. But that's just how it is here. Yeah. Come on, let's go take a look at the neighborhood. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this bug that just landed on my. Stuff like
what's funny? It would probably work, and my business would probably explode.
Right.
I mean, usually the things we don't want to do or don't think we should do are the things that we should do that would get us the business. So you're right.
What annoys you that's happening in your business right now, in your industry?
What annoys me?
Let's name some names. Let's shame some people.
I don't know. It's real hard to say. I'm such a easygoing guy. I try not to, I was going to say, I guess I'm annoyed since I've been in video and I see so many people trying to do it. But then on the other hand, I'm like, Matt, you were new to it once and they're just trying. So why are you going to be mad at them?
Maybe it's the way they come off. Maybe it's, maybe you know them.
Yeah.
Because I have the same kind of effect with people who are trying to be podcast experts, not necessarily like social media. Well, even that, there's some people that come to mind that are quote social media experts, and they, hey, hire us because, if you want your channel to convert into sales and revenue and blah, 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 they promise you the moon, the guru tactic. And then you look at their actual numbers and you're going, okay, if you're so good at this, how come your numbers don't reflect that?
Yes. Yes.
I'm really good. I know what I'm good at. I'm good at producing podcasts for people, setting them up, making sure they are in a process, that they're systematized, all the things. I know what I'm good at.
Yeah.
Looking at my own numbers, I am not good at social media. I just got to put the clips out there and stuff like that. So I need to find somebody who's much better at it than I am, because I'm just so
and
damn
get
lazy.
your numbers. There's a guy that sells YouTube courses for agents that I've seen. And it's crazy. He'll post a video. He goes to different cities. Right now he's in Texas. I think a nice guy, and I think he does know a lot. Somehow I think he's feeding money behind them to get the views up, because you could do that. You can pay, and it'll just, even if your video is good or not, it'll have a lot of views.
Right.
I think, because I notice he'll post a video about a home tour. It's nothing much different than mine, and it's not a special house. It'll have 15,000 views the next day.
Right.
Which is just not possible.
Yeah.
For
does
what
it
the
have
content.
Comments?
That's a good question. I need to check that.
Because I look at that, and a lot of people, I had a friend of mine, she's like, all my stuff is really, have you seen how many hearts I'm getting on my stuff? I said, yes. I said, that's a problem. What do you mean it's a problem? I said, because there's no shares and there's no comments.
Yeah.
All right. And your number of hearts and likes is the same, right around the same number every single post.
Right.
So some sort of a bot got access to your stuff and is taking, and I said, that's problematic for you, because Instagram, TikTok, YouTube are programmed to pick up on those things because it's in their best interest to make sure that their platforms aren't being jacked with.
Right.
You know, because they want to have authentic interaction with the audiences. That's how they're sustaining their business model. I said, so whenever you have somebody that's going to come in and hack, you know, and that's where I first go. I always look at the comment. Oh, they got a couple of comments, and it's always, I'm like, okay, that's AI, that's a bot. You could just tell.
Right.
You know, because they're not talking about the actual, you know, there's no sincere, authentic comments happening.
Yes.
You know?
In fact, that was something I looked at very closely on my Instagram when I started doing these news stories, because I was like, I'm not going to do this. And I noticed my follower accounts just like skyrocketed.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I need to make sure these are people in Nashville, because I'm not doing this.
Right.
If this is just BS. And I noticed the comments are very specific to the subject.
Right.
For the most part, every now and then you get like, hey, DM me something weird. You know what I mean? But like most of the comments are like people just fighting. Like it all goes back to left and right. Everyone's just fighting.
Everyone's pissed at each other.
Yes.
Does your garage door sound like this? If it does, it's screaming for help. Call Incredible Doors, 931-348-DOOR. We're making garage doors in Murray and Williamson counties work better and sound better. We just make them incredible again. Go to IncredibleDoors.com or call 931-348-DOOR. Follow us on Facebook for specials on maintenance visits, keypads, and other items. 931-348-DOOR. IncredibleDoors.com.
Sometimes I don't want to get political. I post something and I'm like, how did that turn political?
Right.
In the comments.
That's a challenge. I mean, let's take the most benign political topic and see if we can put it on social media and inadvertently make it political. Like, you know, I just like yellow bananas. And make a video about yellow bananas.
And people would be like, do you know where bananas are made? Do you know
why yellow bananas?
Yeah.
Why they have to be yellow? Why can't they be slightly brown?
Right.
Racist.
Oh, I remember I was telling you before this that I had a Tesla and I sold it and all that, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. I made some video or some post about Teslas. I just was like happy I got it. And I like wanted to make a comment, just say how awesome I thought it was.
Was this before they were vandalizing them?
It was probably like around the same time. I should have known better. It quickly went in the comments to, you know, Elon Musk versus the world and he's taking over and all that. It was just hilarious. I was like, Matt, you know better than that.
I don't bother getting political. I mean, if it comes up in conversation, like even slightly, like right now, it is what it is, man.
Right.
You're not going to convince anybody on social media.
Yeah.
No, and I know people that just go to the mattresses and just double down and they're going back and forth with these novel size cut. And I'm like, who's reading this?
You know, it's funny, just going to like human psychology, whatever like you have a thought on that you believe to be true.
Yeah.
It's very hard for you to be convinced otherwise.
Right.
You're just not going to. Now, maybe later on you go back and do your own research and you come to that conclusion on your own.
Yeah.
But most humans, if I'm going to sit here and tell you, hey, yellow bananas are bad, I don't give a damn what you say.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, Matt, you're insane.
Yeah.
You're just not going to change your opinion. It's just like I always tell people, like, I don't like, people don't like to be sold. Right. I don't want to be sold. I don't want to walk into a furniture store and someone's just on me trying to get me to buy something. I want to come to the conclusion myself.
Right.
And
I want you to help me get there.
Yeah. And trust me, I'm a buyer.
Yeah.
I buy way too much stuff. I'll buy.
Yeah.
Just let me do it on my own.
What's the most ridiculous sales approach you've ever encountered?
Oh, wow. That is a good one. The most ridiculous sales approach. I don't know if this is ridiculous. This is just a funny example of a sales thing you shouldn't do. Mm-hmm. You know, door-to-door salesmen selling like pest stuff.
Yeah.
Part of me, I feel for them and I understand their kids most of the time and this and that. And this one kid, I was in Canterbury in Thompson Station at the time. He knocked on the door and opened it. Hey, we're helping your neighbors. Mm-hmm. We just, your neighbors have been doing business with us. And I just thought I'd come by and talk to you about signing up. We love your neighbors. He's saying it like a bunch. And I knew everybody in Canterbury.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, who are the people you're working with? And he's like silent.
Mm-hmm.
And
We've never
like,
get. Hold on a minute. Let me check my pad.
And it came out that he like was making it up.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, listen, man, it's the best. It's the worst way to try to sell. You should not lie like that.
Right.
Doesn't look good.
Yeah. Well, it's so easily discoverable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could kind of see it on his face when he was telling me. I'm like, this guy's not telling the truth.
Yeah. Well, you just know. I mean, it's funny. There's actual Instagram channels that have videos, because now with the advent of Ring cameras, you can easily document and record them. They're on your property, so that you don't need their permission.
Right.
And, these people just submit these videos of these solicitors coming up. And I mean, some of the CO Jones on some of these guys.
Yeah.
It's like, you honestly think I'm going to buy something from you now? Does this work?
Yeah.
I actually try, if I get somebody coming to the door, I go, it's a non-soliciting. Yeah, but I got a permit. I don't care. We're still not a soliciting neighborhood, and that trumps your permit. Show me your permit, by the way. And typically they don't have one.
I've been telling them, I say, look, I appreciate what you're doing. I understand you have to be out here like hustling, but if I am going to buy a pest service, I'm going to sit down on my laptop and research it and take my time and find a company that I want to use.
Right.
I'm not just randomly going to sign up with a company that shows up at my door.
I actually say, hey, do you like selling pest services? Well, yeah. Okay. Here's a company that's down here in Columbia. They're local. It's called Bug Out. Good guy owns them. Go work for him.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You have heard of Facebook, right? Of course. There are group pages on there that are dedicated to communities. Why don't you start posting there every day?
Yeah.
And provide value and show what you do and become the guy that sells pest services instead of doing this.
Right.
It's like you're the walking version of Valpak.
Yeah.
It's obviously still working, but I have no idea who's buying this stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Valpak we still get in the mailbox. For those of you who don't know what Valpak is, it's literally an envelope we get with about probably 40 coupons in it, with offers from, countertop people, driveway sealers, those types of service type businesses, local. And I'm like, I don't know. That goes right into the garbage can for me.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who actually opens them up.
I know. Do you ever think about like if this all ended and you had to go back to work somewhere and do something like
all this ending?
Yeah.
What I'm doing?
Just what you're doing, just have to start over, maybe go back to a job you did years ago where you were sending mailers or knocking on doors. And like, if you had the chance, knowing what you know now to do that job, it's kind of interesting to think about it.
I would. I know exactly what I'd do.
Which job?
Be the car business again.
Yeah.
And go sell Mercedes.
Yeah.
And I'd be in a B&I, and I would, take branding myself and marketing myself as a personal brand a little bit more seriously. I started doing that when I worked for Mercedes in Cool Springs. But it was just time for me to get out of the business and do something else like what I'm doing now. It was definitely a learning experience, big time. One of the best learning experiences I've ever had. But it was basically one of these things that I had that kind of going. And if I had stayed with it, McCarthy at Mercedes.com would have been a thing by now.
I mean, the content that you have in front of you is like, endless. It's a gold mine. Like, let me check you out this new system. Let me show you this new system on the Mercedes. It's how the door closes. I mean, you could just make 50 videos on one car.
Yep. Yeah. And they don't have to be over encompassing. They can literally be about a taillight.
Yeah.
That it could be that microscopic. There was a guy, I think it's called Mr. Mercedes, and he's on YouTube, and he's got like 2 or 3 million subscribers. Oh, nice. So he's definitely monetized YouTube. He's probably monetized Instagram, TikTok, in addition to selling cars.
I mean, you could just say, hey, I'm a car guy, and I'm going to make cool videos just showing these cool features. Maybe in the end, I'll say something like, hey, this is Jim McCarthy. I'm at Cool Springs Mercedes. Give me a ring. Just quick. And like, every car person would be like, man, I'm following Jim. Maybe I'm not buying a Mercedes right now.
Yeah.
But maybe I will, or maybe I'll know somebody that will.
Exactly.
He's just showing cool car stuff, and I'm going to follow him.
Yeah, he's not trying to sell me anything. There's actually a guy who kind of did that. He made himself into a big personal brand. His name was Mike Davenport, and he coined himself as the Louisville Chevy dude. And by proxy, he was a great salesperson, has been doing it pretty much all his life, but he started applying it towards what he did on YouTube and social media, even talking about the dark spots in the business itself and how to, like countering some of the things that his own dealership was doing. He's like, you see these addendum stickers? These are all bullcrap, and he'd be at the dealership where he's working, calling them out. So, he was building that kind of trust with his audience because they're like, well, what are you working for them? He's like, well, this is what I do. And he ended up starting his own dealership and getting away from it. But he was basically the number 2 most knowledgeable Corvette personality, as well as salesperson in the country.
Wow.
Vegas, somebody in Vegas saw his videos and wanted to buy a Corvette from him. So,
well, see, that's another thing that it does for you when you do like videos and content about your profession. You learn about it deeper than the other people. So he's been probably doing content about Corvettes. He's into them. He's learning. Well, once you do a video and you have to maybe do it a couple times to get it right about the engine selection and whatever, you just know it.
Yep.
And so now he's become a better salesman. He knows the product and he has material to market himself.
He's pivoted a bit into, I don't think by proxy that he's not working for a franchise store. The Corvette thing maybe has gone by the wayside, but it's like, dude, he started his own dealership. And if I were to, if he hasn't already thought of this, I'm like, well, it just kind of dawned on me just now. You could still niche yourself in being like a used pre-owned super center of nothing but Corvettes.
Right.
And it's like, I don't see anybody doing that. You do like the global motorsports type of model where it's all luxury cars and they're all used. I said, but not that niche.
Right.
That could be something.
What do you think about niching down?
I think
Just
there's power
general.
to it. There's power to it. The more you niche, there's more power.
Cause I work all over Middle Tennessee. You see my Instagram stuff is Nashville all over.
Yeah.
On YouTube and with Facebook, when I started out, I did a lot of just Thompson Station.
Right.
And I've kind of here recently been shifting a little bit towards it. I'm still willing. I know Spring Hill. I'll work in Spring Hill, Columbia. But I don't know. I know Thompson Station. I enjoy it. It's easier for me to wrap my hands around and cover everything.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just a direction I'm I don't know that it's permanent, but it's just.
I don't know. I mean, I could see where you're kind of going with this. Like, do you continue focusing on that?
Okay, here's what I looked. There were over 400. There were like 460 closings in Thompson Station last year.
Wow,
460.
They're all yours.
I mean, but I wish. But imagine for me to have a great year, 2025.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of saying
5%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we try to reach and be all over when it's easier for just to stay close, right? And get I don't know what to say.
And the thing is that if people just happen across your stuff, not knowing you, and they start following you, watching videos, maybe binge watching, who's to say that they wouldn't reach out and say, hey, I know you concentrate on this Thompson Station a lot, but are you able to sell in Franklin? Because we really like you.
Yeah, that does happen. And that is the fear. But I think you have to get and I'm kind of talking to myself here, get to kind of let go of that fear.
Right.
It's possible you'll get more calls and more business than you ever need in just Thompson Station. And then you're working in an area where you know the most about it, like the guy with the Corvettes. You travel the least amount because you live there. That's what gets real tough with real estate. Like I had someone that has a property they want to sell in Camden right now.
Right.
Camden's an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, if everything went perfect and it was easy and I can go and sell it but there's more to it no matter what. For me, I mean, I have to go out there and be involved with it.
I think the Spring Hill kind of had the luxury of being the first in the mine bedroom community that was between Franklin and Columbia at least 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. So we kind of, as residents of Spring Hill, we were proud of that. Thompson Station was kind of like an and by the way, I think Thompson Station still has yet to have their big hockey stick moment. Mm-hmm. So I think you're, keep doing what you're doing, I would say, because you're positioning for that growth that's going to happen within Thompson Station you're the guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the guy in Colombia when we first moved here. He would put he'd put billboards up, and I'm trying to think of his name. I think his first name was Kerry.
Yeah.
He was the Colombia guy.
He's kind of got like the sport coat on,
right?
Like good looking guy. And
Yeah.
I did a transaction with him. Yeah.
But he's known as the Colombia guy.
Yeah.
And there was the shopping cart girl, Monica Raines.
There you
Is that
go.
her names? Maybe I'm thinking of a different woman, different profession altogether.
That does sound kind of like a...
But I mean, but I think that was her name, and her picture was always on the shopping carts at Kroger.
Yeah.
And I think, that's the thing with realtors is that some of them get it right with the marketing. Like they're really okay at marketing because they know they got to be out there and have the picture and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I mean, what feeds the beast? Because when do you go from transactional to relational in the marketing itself? And I think that's what you're doing. But you've just compressed the time.
Yeah.
Over, from probably what would take normally 5-10 years. You've done it in 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because of just your relentless pursuit, your hustle, and seeing the opportunities with YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Another local guy here, Steve Misal, he's taken the Gary Vee approach of like kind of being the mayor. He's like, hey, watch the weather this week. We got some storms coming in, good morning, spring. He's always putting stuff like that out. And I have invited him to be on the podcast, but he never gets back to me, but whatever. And the thing is that he's doing the right thing. And he's got a brandable name that has market equity.
Yeah.
As do you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. Sometimes I've noticed like with the marketing thing and the, like what he's doing, sometimes you have to be careful. You can people can be suspicious of your motives.
Right.
So, hey guys,
you're just trying to sell a house.
Yeah. I just want to tell you about the weather.
Yeah.
People like, Matt, that son of a bitch.
Yeah. We know what you're doing.
Yeah. Like, and it wasn't, I've always come from a place of give, like
of
the
course.
Gary Vee thing. Just give value, provide info. And sometimes you slip up and you give something that's a little stupid that like clearly maybe you're just trying to talk on Facebook and people are just,
why not be candorous about it? Be like, I am no way trying to promote what I do, which was, by the way, realtor. I am a realtor. This is what feeds the beast. If you have a house that you need to buy or sell or anything, somebody that's in the market, have them come my way. But anyway, we're going to be talking about this. You know what I mean? Like almost make fun of yourself doing that.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of what Nick did with one of his videos. He's talking about like, a lot of these realtors were doing this, like, let's set up a camera and all of a sudden I got to rush back and then slowly walk along with my hand on the countertop.
Yes,
and
I remember that. That was great.
He was making fun of people.
Oh my gosh. Didn't you have to like force Nick to say he was a realtor on the podcast because he just didn't want to say it?
He's like the most, I'm like, guy, your hats alone, why are you not selling this?
Right.
615 podcast, 615 ball cap. You're always wearing it. It's your branded a look, I said, why not just sell them? Sell different variations of them. I told them, where's my hat? I wear that thing all the time.
Yeah.
I'm in, video. I'm not wearing it now, but I got my own hats over here for the production company. But yeah, I mean, that's another thing is that, are you looking at merch? Even for you, I mean, Thompson Station, you got like all these different stickers, especially like in where my in-laws are in North Carolina. They're in a town called Denver.
Mm-hmm.
And they have these stickers that people put on their cars that have like either the county names or at least an abbreviated version of the county name or the town or something like that. And it's a sense of pride. They're putting them on their cars.
I was just about to say, what if there was like a sticker that was something like proud to be a Thompson Station Indian or what?
Exactly.
Something along those lines. That would be cool.
Play on words.
Yeah.
Like even what, dude, okay, here's an idea for a video. Is it Thompson Station with an apostrophe or not?
It is. It is.
It is.
Which I hate because I have to do that in my YouTube channel titles because I cannot do it incorrectly.
Yeah.
But it's worse for searching because most people just put Thompson Station.
Right.
So,
do a video on it.
I should. And I know that because I asked Brian Stover, the mayor, one time. I said, Brian, I need to know. And he said it is with an apostrophe.
Maybe that's the sticker.
Yeah.
Just an apostrophe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, we're doing a deal. We're going to start selling stickers.
We'll do it. quit our jobs.
Thompson Station has the apostrophe. And maybe that's the inside joke.
Yeah.
That might be something.
Yeah.
Dude. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm going to monetize that. I'm going to just have burgers and a beer tonight, but I'll work on it next week.
Hey, have you been, what new restaurants have you been to that you've been enjoying?
Oh, the place, what's the Italian deli in Neapolis?
Bruno's.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't believe I waited so long.
Really? Have you been to
awesome.
Aubrey's yet?
I have not been to Aubrey's.
Dude.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're going there tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Bruno's to me was, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I walked in and I'm like, oh, this is great. I don't like that location's tough, but it's tough because it's not the best right there, but I'm also really glad that they're there because maybe that will cause some other places to open. And
yeah. The other aspect, I mean, I was just in Columbus, speaking of Italian bakeries and stuff like that. There was a buddy of mine took me to one in Columbia, but not downtown Square Columbia. It was off of 9th Avenue. And it was really good. Great sandwich. The bakery items were like how I remember as a kid. Pure Italian, like the guy is from Italy who makes these baked cookies and stuff like that, pastries. But it's like out of the way. You have no idea it's there. But the whole area is like, there's a wood-fired pizza place there, a gourmet coffee place there. There's I believe a barbecue joint, a barber shop in this, like, what would have been like, it looks like it's been gentrified, essentially.
yeah. Yeah.
But Columbia, man, gosh, I should have bought there 20 years ago.
I know. I still think
There's still yet to go.
there's some opportunity there.
Yeah. But I mean, it's such it's becoming bougie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to bring this up. We're probably pressed for time. I don't know how much time we have.
Yeah, we got about another 5-10 minutes.
We went to Austin this week to watch Nashville Soccer Club play Austin.
Oh, really?
And they won the cup. It was awesome.
Nice.
It's like the US Open Cup. And when we were there, we left the next day. We went to this like crepe place.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Yeah.
And it was in this like really bougie shopping area, like all stores, streets shut down, like, Louis Vuitton. They had all sorts of nice places. So we were walking around. It was early in the morning because it was closed and they were setting up for an event. And I saw the guy setting up and I'm like, what's going on? And he told me he was with Simon Properties. And I said, Thompson Station is supposed to be getting a Simon premium outlet mall.
Yeah.
And everybody's freaking out about it.
Yeah.
Because of traffic and crime. And he said, I will tell you what, the Simon premium outlet malls are absolutely amazing now, he said. He said they did one in Oklahoma. He said the newer ones, they have all sorts of outdoor areas for people to hang out and eat and sit. He said everybody was the same way, and now everybody loves it.
Right.
And it was just interesting. I just I don't know about it. I'm worried about traffic and all that. I'm worried. It's really close. It's going to be right off of 431 and 840.
Right by where the amphitheater is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I just was thinking about that. I just wanted to say that because it was cool. I mean, I guess a Simon guy's going to say it's great, but he seemed pretty genuine.
Right.
Like he would have told me, oh yeah, you don't want that.
Fight it tooth and nail.
Right.
But that's another thing that you might be able to kind of start talking about. Are those types of developments happening around Thompson Station? And maybe doing a fact versus fear type of approach to it. What's happening? Because then you start appealing to the citizens, people who are already living here. And by proxy, hey, guys, I get it. Traffic, infrastructure, it's been a major problem. But come to find out, after some digging and attending town hall meetings and things of that nature, these things are kind of being put into place to assuage your fears. These things are going to start advancing. But hey, if we need to do this, we need help in this area. Almost being like a unelected councilman.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to start maybe talking about that, just be Mr. Thompson Station.
It's that's a hot topic for sure here. I've done a few videos on it and they usually do really well.
Yeah.
What's funny about those news videos or like what you were just saying, as neutral as I stay.
Yeah.
And I'd be neutral.
Yeah.
People will be in the comments and it almost feels like they're screaming at me or, at you, but they're not.
Yeah.
And it took me a minute to kind of get past that, but it would be interesting. Oh, you greedy people, but they're really yelling at the developers.
Right.
But they'll say like you. So you're thinking me.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I guess I'm past the point in my life where I care about that. I mean, if I get something like that on my YouTube and it's rare, somebody will come in, they'll see a clip or something like that. Because my reels, my shorts team, they get much better exposure than the actual podcast videos. But my audio downloads are kind of respectable. The video is another story. With the actual shorts, you'll get somebody that you're always going to get the keyboard warrior. And typically, man, I just kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
Hey, man, thanks for listening. Completely understand where you're coming. A sales approach.
Yes.
Objection, treat it like a complaint. Completely understand where you're coming from. My disposition on this topic was this. If you listen to the episode and put context towards it, this is what we were really coming off of and where we went into from this particular highlight.
Right.
So that's, you get a lot of people that take things out of context, which is the biggest problem we have right now. Headline readers.
Oh my gosh.
It's the biggest problem.
So when you say your YouTube videos, so when you post this up, you're saying those views aren't great?
No, I mean, it's like I actually, pivoted a little bit because I had everything under my Jim McCarthy voiceovers page.
Yep.
Which, right now it's just kind of doing whatever. I should probably be doing more voiceover videos, but I don't, stupidly. Because it's a whole nother conversation. But I created a whole mostly Middle Tennessee business podcast YouTube page. And we post there, but that's about it. Just to have a video that's searchable, you can discover it. People looking to move to Middle Tennessee. That's why I changed the name from What's Your Problem to mostly, and I have Middle Tennessee boldly on the actual logo, kind of like a Run DMC logo. That was the idea. To attract people that were moving in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we talk business. We talk all like what we're talking now. It's a meandering conversation that's real. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe people just don't like me. Or it takes a while.
I think like on that platform with what you have going on with all the different people, if you were to pick something we talked about that would be the most searchable and controversial or whatever, and like base the title of the video around that.
Oh, yeah.
Like
we do that. Yeah.
Local realtor claims, housing market.
Does not care about Thompson Station.
Yes.
He's greedy. And he's a fascist. He's a fascist.
You can, if you want to go a little crazy and try that using me, I'd like to see how it works. Honestly, that's fine.
I think you should be a regular on this podcast.
It'd be cool. I'd love that.
Once a quarter or something like that.
Because it would be fun to maybe just touch on the different things that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
With the news things or maybe here in this area.
Yeah. Like a quarterly report.
Yeah.
For real estate and all the things going on around this area.
Yeah.
Because, to your point earlier, talking about, is it detrimental to really niche and focus in one area? And I think that we've come away with the solution that it's not. I think it's more power when you do that. Am I too broad with the Middle Tennessee moniker? I could have done entirely Tennessee or the region or something like that. I was going to call it at one point the Tennessee grind. Because, grinding, working, and a lot of people are like, sounds like a coffee podcast. I could see that, that's the best name I could come up with. It's like the name.
No, I've struggled. I just call my channel right now, Matt Bogosian. I have, it's really tough because there's probably like 10 agents on YouTube in this area. They're doing it a lot and they're all putting like living in Nashville, living in Tennessee, moving to Tennessee. That's all the names of their channels.
Really broad.
Yeah. And I just put Matt Bogosian. I'm like, you know what? That's one of the most unique things I have is my last name. So I'm just whatever.
Thompson's Station Master.
Yeah. Watch my channel just tank.
Dude,
No. Thompson's with an apostrophe.
There's something with the apostrophe. Like you have to make a sticker with a giant apostrophe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Before this episode comes out, you got to hop on that. Because someone's going to hear it and run with it.
I know. I wonder if that happens.
Oh, totally happens.
How many times are you like on a walk and you think of some off the wall idea for a business, but deep down it's a good idea?
Yep.
And I'm like, man, I need to just make that and patent it.
Usually the next thought is like, I don't need another plate to spin.
Yeah.
I got way too many things going on. But that is a damn good idea.
Usually my idea is like dirty. And I'm like, no one's going to want that weird sex toy that you just thought of, Matt.
Well, we we have another podcast that we do here. It's called the Ales and Tales. I think you talked about wanting to be on it as a guest.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to have you on.
I would, for sure.
So you see the coasters in front of you?
Oh, yeah.
And we have, like, if once we get merch, we have little things that come up. Like Mike Mercurio, who's my co-host, he has different ways to describe beers and stuff like that. And After Effects, one of them is called Tongue Glove. He's like, well, this kind of gives me tongue glove. And I'm going, is that a product that's at part of Mike'sToyStore.com?
Right.
Mike'sToyStore.com.
And I made that little stinger that we play on it, and they all get a laugh out of it. But
I love it.
we actually own Mike'sToyStore.com. I mean, and we fire it towards the website.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, awesome, brother. How do people find you? Have your own website, Linktree, all that fun stuff?
Yeah, I think the best to find me and find content that you would find interesting would probably be Instagram. Just look up Matt Bogosian, and I pop up. And from there, I've got a link in my profile that takes you to my YouTube and my website and all that.
The things.
Yep.
And of course, you guys looking here in Middle Tennessee for real estate questions. You heard them. Everything's going to be in the description as always. And of course, MMTBP.com, because, you know, I'm really good at marketing and coming up with ideas for other people, not so much for myself because I'm inside my own bottle. But, you know, mostly Middle Tennessee Business Podcast.com is a way to get to the website, but I've truncated it down to MMTBP.com. We have a link there if you want to be on the show. All the details will be in the description. Links, all that fun stuff will be there as well. Matt Bogosian, way too overdue. It's always a pleasure, friend.
Thank you so much.